Hello, grade 8. Our lesson today about scatter plot. Okay, that's some vocab we will use in our lesson. Scatter plot, correlation, positive correlation, negative correlation, no correlation, trend line, linear versus non-linear. Okay. What is the scatter plot? Scatter plot is a graph with points plotted to show a possible relationship between two sets of data. A scatter plot is an effective way to display some types of data. Okay. For example, graphing a scatter plot from given data. The table shows the number of cookies in a jar from the time since they were picked. Okay, you graph a scatter plot, using the given data. Time since picked: 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Okay, cookies: 24, 16, 10, and 7. Use the table to make order pair for the scatter plot. The X value represents the time since the cookies were baked, and the Y value represents the number of cookies left in the jar. Okay. Or first order pair 1 and 25. 1 represent X-axis, 24 represent Y-axis. So plot this point. 1 and 24 and put a point. Okay. Second order pair 2 and 16. 2 and 16 and put point. Third order pair 3 and 10. 3 and 10 and put a point. 4, 7, 4 and 7 and put a point. This is the scatter plot. Okay. This example, the table shows the number of points scored by high school football team in the first 4 games of a season. Graph a scatter plot using the given data. Okay, as previous example game, we represent x-axis as game, okay, and y-axis represents score. Okay, and take each order pair and plot it in our graph. First order pair 1 and 6, 1 and 6, and put a point. Second order pair 2 and 21, 2 and 21. Third order pair 3 and 46, 3 and 46. 4 and 34, 4 and 34. Okay, so easy. What is a correlation? Correlation describes a relationship between two data sets. A graph may show the correlation between data. The correlation can help you analyze trends and make predictions. There are 3 types of correlation between data. Okay. First type, positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. Positive correlation, as shown in figure, both sets of data values increase. As X increase, Y will increase, as shown in figure. Negative correlation, one set of data value increase as the other set decrease. As X increase, Y decrease. Okay, no relation as shown in figure. We have no relation between the two sets. Okay. Okay. Example. Describe the correlation illustrated by the scatter plot. As shown in figure, okay, the average daily temperature increased, the number of visitors increased. So there is a positive linear correlation between the two data, okay, data sets. As shown in figure, we can make a line between these points. Okay, so this is linear correlation. Okay, describe a correlation. Okay, as shown in figure, as the years passed, okay, number participants in the snowboarding increased. Okay, so there is a positive linear correlation between the two data sets. Okay, why it's linear? We can draw a line between these points. Identify the correlation you would expect between the pair of data sets. Explains the average temperature in a city and the number of speeding tickets given in the city. Okay, you would expect no correlation, nonlinear. The number of speeding tickets has nothing to do with the temperature. There is no relation. Okay, the number of people in audience and ticket sale. Okay, you would expect a positive linear correlation. As ticket sales increase, the number of people in the audience increase. Okay, the runner's time and the distance to the finish line. Okay, you would expect a negative linear correlation. Why? As a runner's time increase, the distance to the finish line decrease. Okay, another example, the temperature in Houston and the number of cars sold in Boston. Okay, you would expect no correlation. The temperature in Houston has nothing to do with the number of cars sold in Boston. Okay, the number of members in a family and the size of the family's grocery bills. You would expect positive linear correlation. As the number of members in a family increases, we need more foods. So the grocery bill increases. Okay. Another example, the number of times you sharpen your pencil and the length of your pencil. Okay. Expected negative nonlinear correlation as the number of times you sharpen your pencil increases, the length of your pencil decreases. Okay. Another example, choose a scatter plot that best represents the relationship between the age of a car and the amount of money spent each year on repairs, and explain. Okay. We have three graphs. First graph, okay, the age of car cannot be negative. Okay, this point is not true. Okay, graph B, as shown in graph B, there is positive value. Okay, show all positive value. Okay, and a positive correlation. So it can represent the data set. Okay, let's see graph C. There will be a positive correlation between the amount spent on repairs and the age of the car. But graph C shows a negative correlation, so it's not correct. Okay, so the answer is graph B. Graph B. Okay, we know that graph A not correct because A show negative value, so it's not correct. But graph C show negative correlation, so it's incorrect. Graph B is the correct scatter plot. Okay, choose a scatter plot that best represents the relationship between the number of minutes since an oven was turned off and the temperature of the oven. Okay, we have three graphs. Okay. Graph A, there will be a negative correlation, okay, between the time and temperature, because oven will get cooler as it's turned off. Okay, graph B, neither the temperature or time can be negative value. Not true. This graph shows the temperature of the oven increases after the oven has been turned off. Okay. So the correct answer, graph A. Graph B show negative time, so it's not correct. Graph C show the temperature of the oven increasing, so it's not correct. Graph A is the correct answer. Okay, thank you. Grade 8.